Hello again, Rebecca here, and welcome back to my channel, and welcome back to Mixed Media Frenzy. And here is today's scrap lift, and it's the layout that was chosen. And I guys, I finally did it. I finally stuck to one, like to a T. Like I even used like the blues, a little bit more bluer than teal, but right there I did show you that I wanted to use my stencil, and I did use some gelatos, but I wanted to see how it was going to work and if it was actually going to show up. So I just have a random, it's a journal is what it is, and I use that to practice all my mixed media on to make sure that I like what it looks like. So I did just go ahead and do that. Now I do take, I'm not even sure if that is a stencil brush right there. My mom owns a flea market, and people bring stuff to her all the time, or people like move in and out and they leave stuff. Like she doesn't rent a booth, like she owns it, and people rent spaces from her, and that was there, and I was like, score, I'm totally like, yeah, I steal stuff from my mom's flea market. Okay, I do. I was part owner at one point, and I still feel like I am, but I'm just not sacrificing all my weekends all the time. Anyway, I take 4 different colors of stencils. Now I do pull out a pattern paper. I know you can't really tell it. Yeah, you can. And it is from the Serenity Kit collection from Close to My Heart. Guys, I love Close to My Heart. I'm a Close to My Heart maker, and I have not been using my Close to My Heart pattern paper. What is wrong with me, right? So this one is like blue, but it was like, it's like speckled with different blues, like the bluebell and the navy and all that stuff. Like I don't really know all the colors. Sapphire, I believe, but so you would be able to see the blue, and it would actually pop the blue out even more. So I take my flea market find stencil brush, and I just use my little cheapo Stampin' Block that I have right there, and I just run. That guy was broke, so I just didn't even use him. I could put a nice layer of gelato onto the clear block, and then I just pick it up, and it works wonders, and I'm not trying to keep them uniform. Like obviously I want them to be like little splatty bits. You know what it reminds me of? I don't know if you guys were ever, when I was in grade school and in art class, I think it was it Picasso? When you took like I believe it was one of them, but obviously, but where you take like the Q-tip and you would like dot the paint and then dot the paper to create the picture, because that was how that famous artist, why can't I remember his name? That's how he painted, with dots. I can see all of his stuff. I think it is Picasso. Leave me a comment below if you know who I'm trying to talk about here. I also do go ahead and I grab all the blue gelatos that I have, including the one that was broke, which it's broke, and every time I try to use it, it just creates a big mess, so we didn't use that. And I do grab my Tim Holtz Distress crayons. Again, look at me using all my stuff, guys. I can't tell you how proud I am of myself. Oh, I know. But I don't ever use my stuff. Like, I buy this stuff because I like it. The only thing I'm kind of not in love with is the Nuvo Mousse. What do they call that stuff? And the Nuvo Embellishment Mousse. I'm not a big fan of it. And I don't know if maybe it's because I'm not using it in the right application. But when I try to get it to go over a stencil, it doesn't want to go. All right, so I do take my Vicki Boutin watercolor pen, and then some shimmers from Close to My Heart, and that's what I'm doing that off screen and mixing it, because I don't know. I think it bothers some people when they see like the fast motion, and I'm already speeding the video up, so. And I get my just one of my paint brushes, and I have to hide my paintbrushes because my family steals them. I need to put like a threat level on the paintbrushes like I do my pens and scissors. So I just come in, and I am just, because on that scrap lift there, to me it looked like 3 hand-drawn circles behind it. And, you know, clearly I can sketch a lot of things, guys. Circles is not one of them. So, like, you will see it's like big, medium, little, and I was gonna try to make it work. But after I, like, start looking at Sam's picture, I will come back in and show you guys that I start making that third one bigger. And I try to get them to be the same level because it doesn't look good. Then I take, like, the balance of what's sitting in here, right? And I splatter the heck out of the page. And I do that mostly because my 3 circles are very glittery and shimmery, and then there's nothing else shimmery on the page. Now, FYI, I am all worried about the size of these circles. Spoiler alert. You can't see them in the finished product. Like, I covered up almost all of that circle in the middle circle. Like, there's just a couple pieces that stick out. So I worked with that a lot to get it like that. Like, and I did not gesso my paper because I didn't feel like I was going to do that much. Like, I was doing gelatos, right? Like, dry. And then I did this, and I, like, almost, like, the back of my page is very pretty circularly. You can see the third circle real well on the back of the page. Oh, talk about just, you know, didn't even have to do that, right? But I keep going with it because that's what I do. And I keep adding water because I want to spread it around. Oh, whatever. Seriously. What is wrong with me? Alright, so I keep splattering and going for it. And then I'm like, I need something else. Okay. This is the Vicki Boutin something or another. And I am using my very runny, very liquidy modeling paste. And I have found if you go in the same direction, which I'm sure you guys knew this, no one told me though. If you go in the same direction and you only do a couple swipes, there is no bleed through. How awesome is that? So I'll be able to use this like soupy modeling paste. But I thought that was kind of cool, and I wanted to add just a little more texture to the page. Now I did realize that on the scrap lift there is a cluster down at the right bottom of the page, and guess who didn't put any mixed media down there? Well, it was me because you're watching my video, right? So I waited for that modeling paste to dry, which didn't take very long because I didn't do a thick coat. And then I just go ahead and take the gelatos and the Distress Crayon again and my stencil brush. FYI, I am watching something or talking to someone right here. I believe that I am watching something and it caught my eye, and it was somebody's YouTube video, and I was like really interested in what you were doing, whoever you were, so yay. Because look, here we are. And then I was like, oh my god. But that was too funny to take out. It's like I'm totally like just frozen in time. You guys see that? All right, so I do go ahead and grab a frame out of my bins, and then I grab a whole bunch of flowered stuff because my son should have flower layouts. I do go ahead and take some foam and put it on the inside of the frame just so that it does stick up. Now, while I'm getting this all punched on there and the release paper taken off, I do want to remind you that there are some wonderful ladies that are also participating in today's Mixed Media Frenzy, the originals. And I believe we have a new girl as well. I think she participated in the last couple weeks, but she's got a cool name because it's Rebecca. Whoop, whoop. So welcome to the group. I'm not the newbie anymore. Yeah, I'm weird. I know. So don't forget, I will have all of those I got my total train of thought lost. I will have them all listed down below in the description box. So when you get done watching my video, do not forget to go give them some love, right? Because we all need love. We all want to hear positive feedbacks. Like, I need to know, like, I asked you guys some questions today. I'm going to need you guys to answer those if you know what I was talking about, because when you do, it just makes my day when I'm like, oh my god, someone actually was listening to me ramble on about the weirdest things. Like, does that happen to you guys? Do you guys, like, or when you're doing something, do you say something and it, like, sparks or triggers a memory? And I'm already talking to myself. Why not? You know, why not keep going for it? So I do have, okay, those blue flower stickers there. You're going to die when I tell you this. That little puffy sticker right there says Epic Weekend. But those blue flowers I have had since I was in high school. Yes. Because I bought like 47 packs when they were on sale at Walmart one day when I was there. And I use them sporadically. But that is how long they have been around because I love them so much. I even put cactuses on this and kind of hide it to make them look like other things. But yeah, I was trying to totally like branch out. Like, even though the layout is blue, everything pretty much else is green. I know. Good time fun. All right. I do pop up these little bitty white flowers. I did, on some foam, I did actually go into my 4x6 iris cases, and I pulled out my flower one and my travel one. So I will put down there at the bottom, you will see shortly, I put a travel sticker that is like the Route 66 sign, only it says get out of town, because the last layout that I did for yesterday for Punched Out Thursday was a baseball game with my son, and I did tell you a story that I had all the embellishments because we were taking our kids to see a Cubs-Cardinals game, and the pandemic, took that away, and by the time we were able to get any kind of credit on the tickets that we had bought, it was, baseball season was over, and the Chiefs were like one of the only sporting teams that were allowing spectators in, like, we were like the only person in what they called our pod, so like the whole section of seats, it was us. So we cashed those in, added money to it because obviously it cost more to go to the football game. And then the day before we were supposed to go, the Chiefs players got COVID and they postponed the game from Sunday to the next day, which was Monday. So my fiance's daughter couldn't go because she had to go to school, but the rest of us, I called my boss and was like, hey, and he was like, have fun, don't worry about it. And my son didn't have to work, and my fiance took off. So we ended up, it all ties in, guys. It all ties in. All right, this video is quickly coming to an end. Sorry about those random stories. Give me a thumbs up if you like the video. There is what happens when you do not use gesso on your pages. You almost have a second page. Don't forget to go in the description box below and check out all the other wonderful ladies who used mixed media and this lift today. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye.